Been really digging into classic Nickelodeon history lately. Been watching a lot of different documentaries such as The Orange Years. I've been listening to a couple of podcasts all talking about Nickelodeon Studios. And it got me thinking, well, what does Nickelodeon Studios currently look like in the year 2021? Hi everybody, and welcome to the World of Micah. So today we are here at Universal Studios where we're going to be taking a closer look at what Nickelodeon Studios currently looks like here at Universal Studios, Florida. Now, let's take a closer look. So June of 1990, Nickelodeon Studios opened its doors here in Orlando. And unless you were living under a rock in the 90s, Nickelodeon, they took over everything as far as kids network. They were the #1 network, the only network for kids. I was a Nickelodeon kid. I watched Nickelodeon all the time. It was constantly on my television set as a kid. Double Dare, The Adventures of Pete and Pete, Clarissa Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Rugrats, you name it, I was watching it. All that, Kenan and Kel. I was a Nickelodeon kid through and through. Well, in 2005, Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida, closed its gates to make way for the Blue Man Group that would open in the year 2006. Now, the Blue Man Group would occupy this building all the way up to March 15th, 2020. And now the gates are closed for the Blue Man Group on both sides in City Walk and here inside Universal Studios. Who knows what they're gonna do, what changes they're gonna make. All I hope is that the building stays intact because so much history is inside and outside of that building. But let's take a closer look at what it currently looks like. Do some comparisons with some photos. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like also from City Walk. Normally they had a side entrance right here for tickets. You could come through with your ticket on this side of City Walk right from the Hard Rock restaurant, and you could enter in right next to Hollywood Red Ride Rocket and the Despicable Me attraction. They have kind of not done away with it. They just, with Blue Man Group not being open, this whole courtyard area is kind of blocked off. So the gates are locked. Right here is where the ticket booth would be if you were going to be coming in. But this is what it's currently looking like. Got a lock here, but there is Nickelodeon right there. They've removed all the Blue Man Group signage. As you can see right up there, it's completely blue now. They have removed the Blue Men. It's just all blue. So who knows what's going to happen to this building. All I know is right now, Blue Man Group is no longer here. Now, the merchandise booth is still up with Blue Man Group's logo on it, as well as the box office right over here, and Liquid Fusion, the bar, is still right over there. But anything on the main building that could be advertised from City Walk is no longer here. And like I was saying, there's so much history in the front of this building. Right over there was where Slime Time Live was recorded live. So many shows were filmed inside that building, but I distinctly remember the outside of the building, especially at the end of the shows that were taped here. You would see this building when they said all that was recorded live in front of a studio audience here at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida. I remember always wanting to go up those stairs and just hang out. There were so many wacky designs, and then right up there was the big orange splat that said Nickelodeon. Pretty wild. But the gates are still closed. I kind of feel like Charlie Bucket right now looking in at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Just waiting for Mark Summers to walk this way, do a little flip, and us go inside. So now that you've seen the side entrance, we're going to exit Universal Studios Florida, go out to City Walk, go up to the main gate. I know it's closed, but we're going to see what it looks like from there, and then we're also going to go over to Hard Rock side entrance and see what it looks like from there. And might I add, Nickelodeon History doesn't only exist over in that building, but it also It was in this building too. This is where Jimmy Neutron had his attraction for quite some time. But it will always be the fantastic world of Hanna-Barbera to me. As you can see, everything's been removed here for the most part for a Blue Man Group. The only thing that really remains is the box office sign here. But we're gonna venture in even further and see what it looks like from this angle, because I believe if I come down here I can get kind of a front-facing shot of the building for the most part. They've got a fence line up on the left-hand side past this gate. This is kind of interesting though. Look at this. All the advertisement, all the signage has been removed. So you can almost just see the little bit of Nickelodeon there. Throwing in some photographs right now, you guys can see a long time ago there was a taxi cab that sat out in front of Nickelodeon Studios. I love the cow kind of print they had, the splatter, everything. All the different colors. They were so 90s, so Nickelodeon. This photograph, you can see all the kids lining up with Mark Summers. I believe this was from the grand opening of Nickelodeon, which was June of 1990. This is so iconic to me, the Nickelodeon splat. I remember walking in to Universal Studios for the very first time when I was a kid. I believe I was 6, maybe 5 years old, somewhere around in there, and I first saw the Nickelodeon sign from walking in, and my jaw dropped. I could not believe I was here. I was more excited about Nickelodeon than I was the actual theme park. Went through the tour, saw how they made Gak, saw someone get slimed, saw some of the sound stages for, I believe it was Double Dare, Clarissa Explains It All, and I want to say early stages of some All That. Maybe like the first season of All That was going on. Here's another shot. This is from the closing credits when they were talking about X was filmed here at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida. I always thought, how cool would it be if I could have my own show at Nickelodeon? Can you hear it right now? World of Micah was recorded live in front of a studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida. That would be a dream come true for this Nickelodeon kid. All right, this is all you can pretty much see from this side. We're gonna walk over to Hard Rock and see if I can get even further down, because if you follow this side of the building and go down to where the last remaining bit of the Berlin Wall is, you can see where the Nickelodeon sign was, because right over there, that was where the splat and where it said Nickelodeon was, right there on that building. All right, let's go over there. This is pretty crazy though. The box office sign, everything is still here. It's just not lit up, and all the Blue Man Group things have been removed. Okay, so far everything is completely open and accessible, because I do know on the back side here is where they have another entrance to the restaurant. I think it's more or less utilized as an exit. It's the CBGB's area, and I think I'm gonna be able to walk all the way up to this gate. Oh heck yes, we're gonna get to see Nickelodeon. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I was afraid all this stuff was gonna be blocked off. They didn't want anybody really walking back here, but the gate goes further back than the restaurant, which is a good thing. Yeah, see right here, room 315, a tribute to CBGB's, and then that's a little bit of the Berlin Wall I was talking about. And then right over here is Nickelodeon. Look at it. Oh my gosh. So many childhood memories are just flooding back right now. It's ridiculous. I did a video a long time ago, back in 2017, with my buddy Mike, who now is under the name of Legends of the Hidden Vlogger on YouTube. We did a video here a long time ago looking back at Nickelodeon, comparing some photographs and everything. I've gone into Blue Man Group in there since Nickelodeon has closed, and I've seen some wrestling that took place right inside that building. I was hoping I could get into the restrooms, because they do have some slime still on the ground in the restrooms, but this gate is locked. This is all we pretty much have left right here, the front of this building. Please, 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 Nickelodeon guides, make sure nothing happens to this building, because That's all we have left of Nickelodeon Studios. Just a shell and memories that took place inside and outside of that building. They got it all locked up, but here you go. Nickelodeon Studios, everybody. Man, what I would give for them. Here, this is my idea. This is what they should do with this. Turn this into a tribute, like a walk-through museum of Nickelodeon Studios, and maybe even bring back some of the games and some of the things they would do inside. Kind of like looking back at production of Nickelodeon. They could also use it as a meet and greet area for some current Nickelodeon characters that Universal can utilize in the park. Just my thoughts. I know the 90s are coming back in a way. I see people wearing Nickelodeon shirts, Rugrats shirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt of the Adventures of Danny and Mike from their podcast, Danny Tamborelli and Michael Coronin from Pete and Pete. They have their own podcast. We want Nickelodeon. Give us Nickelodeon. I just think they should do something with this building and at least give a tribute to Nickelodeon. Because we want our Nickelodeon. Just like I want my MTV, no, I want my Nickelodeon, man. But this is what it's currently looking like. Stage 19 to the left here. Nickelodeon Studios straight ahead. Who knows what the future of Nickelodeon is, but as soon as these gates are open back, we're gonna come back and we're gonna do a thorough investigation of Nickelodeon and see what exactly this place used to look like, comparison, everything. We're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of this building. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's something to look forward to. Well, you guys, we came, we saw, we took a closer look at what Nickelodeon Studios currently looks like in the year 2021 here at Universal Studios, Florida. I think our adventure for today has come to an end. What are your guys' thoughts on Blue Man Group closing, and also what are your thoughts of what they should put here in replacement of Blue Man Group? Should it have anything to do with Nickelodeon? Should they go in a completely different direction? Should we preserve that building? I want to know your thoughts. Chime in. What was your favorite Nickelodeon show, by the way? Mine was The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Will always be my top Nickelodeon favorite show. But like I said, our adventure for today has come to an end, which means it's time to say goodbye. If you enjoyed this episode, please click the thumbs up button the next time you're here at Universal Studios. Tell them World of Micah sent you. I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye. This episode of World of Micah was pre-recorded at Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Florida.